Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Paul K. Lemire. This is HABSOLUTELY, and guess who's back in the studio today?
Bonjour, mes amis.
Bonjour, mes amis. Huh.
Bonjour, Paul. Comment ça va aujourd'hui?
Savoir, not too good because I'm not hearing anything through the board here.
Testing.
Test.
Un, deux, trois.
Testing. 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2. Let's see. Okay. Do I hear that? No.
Check.
Check, 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 check. Check. Oh, am I supposed to those guys fooling around the wires again?
That's that Pat Porter dude.
Yeah, fooling around the wires.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I don't know. It's not
It's not fabricated.
Am I missing something here? No, there's our microphone there. That microphone's on. That's coming through 4. Give us a check, John.
Check. Un, deux, trois. Check. Check. Check.
Checkmate. And this is number 1, which I have right here. Okay, if I'm using that one, number 2. Okay, here we go.
Are we there?
Yeah, we're there.
Check un, deux, trois.
Yeah,
Check
there
un,
we
deux, trois.
go. Master control. It's not Pat Porter, it's us. Oh, if you can't blame it on me, blame it on Pat Porter. Okay, everybody, thanks for visiting us.
Bonjour.
And absolutely, Jean-Louis Filion is back.
Bonjour,
today.
mes amis.
And we're ready to rock and roll.
Bonjour, Paul. Comment ça va
Savoir bien
aujourd'hui?
right now.
C'est bien?
Savoir bien. Yes,
Bon.
si.
Hey,
Oh.
le temps fait beau aujourd'hui.
Oui.
Nous sommes de soleil.
Mucho. I'm going to talk in all this.
It's a California dreaming day.
It's a California dreaming day, but don't worry about it. They got a foot in Carolinas, so I'm not
California
feeling too
dreaming
bad.
on such a winter's day.
It is a winter's day out there, but it's a lot nicer than it has been. That's why we haven't been in the studio for a couple of weeks, because it's been pretty terrible. But we're back now anyway, so. And you know what? What a week to come back.
Well,
In
what
the
a
studio.
month! What a month!
In a studio of 4680 Q.
What a month!
What a month.
What a month!
What a month. Yes, it's been a month, and it's been a good week. I mean, this week, after a dismal week last week, we come back and grab 5 out of 6 points. We're back tied for 3rd in the Atlantic Division. And Dobish, when he's in, chalk up a win.
Jakob Dobis.
When he's in, chalk up a win. That's all I can say about our guy, Dobish. And he had a great week, taking 5 out of 6 points, but the division is so tight right now, we're relegated to a wild card spot, tied with Buffalo. They're 3rd. They have more wins. They have 31. We have 30. So Buffalo has been playing good hockey.
But we beat Buffalo on Saturday
We
night
sure did.
in Montreal.
We sure did. And we're a win behind. That's the only reason they're there. But we're resting comfortably. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The situation is all good. The whole Atlantic Division is tightening up. It's tightening up. So every game is important. Even that 1 point from Minnesota, which we'll talk about that game later, but we kind of got rooked out of that one. We'll talk about it. But I guess we have a new number 1 goaltender. What do you think, John?
I think it's, Jakob Dobis is still, he's, second year in the NHL?
Yeah, that's it.
So he's still like a sophomore. He's still learning. And I think and we know he has a passion to play for the Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad that he's being successful right now.
Yeah, it looks good. He's played 3 good games, even the Minnesota game, and we'll talk about that. But even then, he made some saves that were really, really important for us to even get a point.
I think the last 10 games prior to the Minnesota game, he was 8-2.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you go in the last 2 games, he's 7-1-2.
He's been the guy who's been winning games for us. I mean, I look at it like this. Imagine if we had not tried to make Monty the number 1 and had gone with Dobish for a lot of those games. Where would we be right now?
Well, I mean, remember too, we brought in Fowler and he played 10 games.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was 4-4-2.
He was all right. Yeah,
he was 4-4-2. But the first 5 games, he was very strong.
Yeah, he was. I love it. So we'll talk about all that stuff later on. We're going to get into it, but I feel like we had a great week for Montreal. Tough point on the road. I never discount a tough point on the road because you're going into Minnesota. They got a damn good team. I was surprised when I watched that game. I know we beat them 4-3 with 15 seconds left a month ago or whatever. They got a really good team.
Minnesota has two fabulous defensemen.
Yes.
Okay. They're amazing. And not only that, but they play like Montreal.
They really, really do.
You know?
I noticed that.
What a great game because it was really devoid of intimidation tactics. They were playing hockey.
They were playing hockey, and they, man, oh man. Yeah, well, the guy, Kaprizov, right? That's the one Drew Deeks always talked about, wanting to get on Montreal. Yeah, I can see why, Drew. Too bad we didn't.
And this defenseman that they just picked up from Vancouver recently, what's his name?
The Quentin Hughes. That guy, yeah.
Quentin Hughes.
Yeah, that guy is good.
He's amazing.
I watched him, and he reminds me of who? Lane Hudson. Yeah, he does.
Quentin Hughes has a few years on Lane, and he played that style when he was in Vancouver. So that's a major pickup for Minnesota.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, so we got a few birthdays to celebrate.
Really?
Yes. We have
Liz. Is Liz? It's her birthday?
No, it was on January 31st.
Whoa, see, I'm close.
But we have Alex Newhook, who is January 28th, 2001, 25 years old.
Alex Newhook, is he still on the Habs?
Yes, he is. He'll be back. He's skating, and you may see him in the next few games. And Liney
tonight's the last game for 3 weeks.
Yeah, before the Olympic break. Great. And Arbor Jackeye, January 30th, 2001, 25 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have two birthdays, I guess.
A couple years younger than Liz.
Yeah. Do we have to do the song?
Which one? Na 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 na.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alex and Arbor.
Happy birthday
to
you.
Yeah, we always sing happy birthday to our Habs because we love our Habs and we celebrate with them.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Okay, some of your comments we'll get to, right?
For sure.
Add Gary Cornwoye, 9031. Great video, Paul. Dobish is in tonight against the Avs. Great news. You go with the one who wins you games. I agree with that. Do you agree with that?
Of course.
You agree with that. Dobis is the guy. The proof is in the pudding. A new goalie coach is a good idea. A new voice will be good. And, they did fire that goalie coach.
Well, that's a major
statement.
That's a big step.
That's a big statement right there.
That's a big step.
And he seems to be working with the guy they brought up. I don't know what the guy's name is. I can't remember. But he seems to be working out good with them, and he gets along with them. I believe the guy was his goalie coach in Laval.
Yeah, he's been in Laval coach. He was the goalie coach in Laval for the last 10 years.
There you go.
Like it's not his first rodeo.
Yep. I don't know if it's going to help Monty the change. Time will tell us for the trivia. I got it right. Matt Snaslin, the last player who got 100 points in the season, 40 years ago. Wow, who would have thought it's been that long? Been too long. And yeah, I agree with you. That was a surprise to me. We haven't had a 100-point point getter since Matt Snaslund.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, on the Habs. We may have one this year though. Nick Suzuki's on track, so
Susie.
He may be the guy, Susie Q. Okay, another comment from Gary. Dobish has made his case for number one goalie in the starter come playoff time. Need I say more? Go Habs, go. I think MSL will put Montembeault in against Winnipeg.
That has just been confirmed.
I was going to say, I wanted him to go with Dobish, but I just had a feeling this morning that he was going to go with Monty.
I think it's a good move. We've got 10 points on Winnipeg. Monty hasn't seen any ice. But he's benefited over the last, maybe 10 days of having the new goalie coach with the team.
Yep.
So I think this could be a great game for Monty. And, it was just confirmed at 11:55.
Okay, so there you go. Monty's in tonight, and we'll see how he makes out against the Jets, who are a little bit behind us, a lot behind us, really.
I think they're 10 points behind us.
I've got it written down here somewhere, but yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, he's going with Monty. I wish they'd just go with Dobish. I mean, I don't care about this Monty guy anymore. But if you're going to put him in, I guess
we know that Dobish can't play every game, so somebody else has got to spell him for like a third of the games. We'll call it just for a number.
Yeah, that's what Whammer said.
And right now, it's Monty.
Yeah, and like it or
not,
right
now it's Monty.
Yeah, like it or not.
For the moment, it's Monty.
Yeah, we'll see how he plays tonight. You never know. Maybe the guy will come up with a good game against a weak team. That's what we're looking at. Okay, and another comment from Gary Cornwoye. Dobish came through against the Avs, and he should play against the Sabres. So this is going back a few games here. Arbor Jack, played a so-so game, and he was turnover machine. He is a liability on D. I like Arbor, but his game has to improve if he wants to stay in the lineup, where he's going to end up like Monty. Go Habs, go. And Gary said a mouthful there because last game, Arbor only got 5 minutes.
And Arbor was not playing tonight.
And he's not playing tonight.
So Struble is replacing Jack.
Yeah, so boy, we need those grinding players. I mean, we need them in there. And, I think my MSL, whatever his name is, I think he's being a little bit tough on Arbor. Tougher than on a lot of players because he just is. I mean,
we have six defensemen. Okay, we have Matheson, Hudson, Dobson, and
Johnson,
Gooley, and Carrier. Those 5 are not going to change. So it's the 6 that is the interchangeable one, obviously, right now and I think it's wise to interplay Struble and Jack. Struble needs to get ice, whoever's sitting, in the press box. And Jack on occasion, needs to have a refresher of what he needs to do out there. Yeah. And definitely, if we were playing a tough team tonight, like a physical team,
Arbor would be in.
Yeah,
and I think that situation is going to be settled real quick because we got a guy named Reinbacher who's probably going to be coming up sooner or later, and that's going to displace both of them, maybe.
C'est possible.
C'est possible. Okay. So that's the comments for now. Thank you so much for the comments. We appreciate your comments, Gary. There wasn't any other comments. I was worried about Vinny Houdon because I hadn't heard him comment, and I reached out to him to see if he was okay, and he is. He just said, you know what, there's been a bunch of people commenting, and I don't want to overload you guys. And I talk to him all the time. So
we love your comments.
Yes, so Vinny's okay. Just to let you know, Vinny's okay. He's all right. And he does watch the show. We thank everybody for watching the show. Don't forget to leave your comments. We love reading the comments and getting some input. And to subscribe to the channel. You can go to Polymere4973 or just look up HABSOLUTELY, and you'll find it under that channel. And you can leave comments, thumbs up, subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. Come on, give us a break here. We're at 205. Let's get to 225.
Do you have like memberships where people can pay money?
Well, yeah. If you want to send us money, we'll take it.
We got to have memberships.
And please don't ask me what you get for that money.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later once we start getting money. But please subscribe. It costs nothing, and it helps out the channel, helps us get it out there to more people. And we thank everybody who supports us. So, what's next, John?
Habs Trivia?
Habs Trivia. This is a good one. Now, I was watching one of the sports shows when Montreal was playing, and they actually were talking about my Habs Trivia.
Really?
Yeah, the same subject. The 1985-86 Habs on one of the games during the week. How about that? And that's what my last trivia question was about, Mats Naslund. So I'm going, wow.
Trivia.
Oh, it kind of matched up there. I don't know if they watched the show and came up with that or what, but I liked hearing the same stuff that we talked about. That was pretty cool.
Very cool.
This week's question: what Canadians goaltender, this is right up your alley, was the first to have 2 assists in one game when the Habs beat the Los Angeles Kings 6-3 on January 28th, 1978.
Wow.
What Canadians goaltender
1978.
was the first to have 2 assists in a game when the Habs beat the LA Kings 6-3 on January 28th, 1978? I'll give you 4 choices.
Now, we won the Cup that year.
We won the Cup that year. Yeah, it's one of our 4 in a row.
I think we were a very strong team that year.
We were very, very strong. I'll give you 4 choices.
Okay. Ken Dryden.
The obvious one is Ken Dryden. 2, Richard Sevigny. Richard Sevigny. 3, Michel Bunny Larocque.
Michel Larocque.
Or Rick Whammer Wamsley. Speaking of the Whammer, Rick Whammer Wamsley. Wamsley.
Well, he never mentioned getting assists when he was here, did he?
He never mentioned it when he was on our show.
So,
did we ask him?
No.
Okay.
No. But I mean, that's a big deal for a goalie to get not only get an assist, to get 2 in one game.
Yeah,
that's pretty strong.
You think we'd remember it?
Yeah, you would think so. And obviously, it's a great puck handler.
Rick Wamsley. So
it's not Dryden.
Number 1, Ken Dryden.
Nope.
Number 2, Richard Sevigny. Number 3, Michel Bunny Larocque. Or number 4, Rick Whammer Wamsley.
I'm going to go with Bunny because, we talk about Bunny all the time, right? We love his name, Bunny Larocque.
And we're coming up on Easter pretty soon.
We feel strongly about his contribution to the Canadians.
Yes.
He was obviously overshadowed by Monsieur Dryden, but anyone would be, obviously. So I'm going to say Bunny Larocque.
Okay. What do you guys think out there? Number 1, Ken Dryden. 2, Richard Sevigny. 3, Michel Bunny Larocque. Or 4, Rick Whammer Wamsley. Some elevator music, please. And the right answer is numero 3, Michel Bunny Larocque.
Say it très bien.
John got it right on. By the process of elimination.
Elementary.
My dear Sherman. In that season, the Habs finished the year first in the North Division with 129 points.
29.
Yeah, Ken Dryden.
Oui.
And that wasn't even their best season. They had 59 wins, 10 losses, 11 ties. Scotty Bowman was the coach. And this was one of our 4 consecutive Stanley Cup years. There was also a team called the Cleveland Barons in the league.
Hard to believe.
Coached by Jack Evans, believe it or not.
Seriously, hard to believe. Cleveland Barons.
I just thought I'd throw that in.
What color were their uniforms?
Probably orange and brown like the Cleveland Browns.
That would be the assumption for sure.
Yeah. Larocque played his career with the Habs, Leafs, Flyers, and Blues and was a 4-time Stanley Cup winner with the Habs in those 4 glory years. Backing up the one and only number 29, Ken Dryden.
Right.
Drafted 6 overall in 1972 by the Habs. He really never had a chance with the Habs to be number 1. Now, can you imagine why?
Yeah, exactly. Duh.
Oh, he started as number 1, though, in the 1974 season when Dryden sat out because of a contract dispute and shared the goaltending duties with. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I think it was a guy from Niagara Falls, right?
Wayne Thomas?
No. Wayne Thomas was Montreal Junior Canadian, but I like Wayne Thomas.
Yeah, and Michel Plus. Larocque shared 3 Vezina trophies with Ken Dryden. Those days, the award was given to principal goalies on the team, allowing the fewest goals in the regular season. And he won his 4th in the 1979-80 season as he took over when Dryden retired at the end of the 1978-79 season. He shared his 4th Vezina with Dennis Herron and Richard Sevigny in 1981-82.
Nice.
So Sevigny was there, we know that. He was traded to the Leafs for defenseman Robert Picard near the trade deadline that year. Sadly enough, he died of brain cancer at the age of 40 years old in his hometown of Hull, Quebec on July 29th, 1992. I never knew that.
Yeah, I did. I knew that.
Did you know that?
He died tragically.
Yeah, that's too bad, man. That's too bad. Bunny Larocque, he was like He was the guy.
He was a great guy.
He was the guy, man. I remember him like yesterday. He was a good goaltender, solid goaltender
But
who really never had a big shot at number one.
Kenny played a lot of games.
Oh, yeah. A fan favorite in Montreal, a 4-time Vezina and Stanley Cup winner, and the goalie that notched 2 assists as Habs win on January 28th, 1978 in the 6-3 game against the Kings. A couple of factoids.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. These are just little factoids.
Sure.
Who was the coach?
Coach of
Montreal.
Bowman.
Yeah, we all know that, right? A list of notable stars include Lafleur, Lemaire. Check these off as we go. Shutt, Robinson, Poole, Cournoyer, Savard, Lapointe, Gainey.
Yeah, I mean
Jarvis, Tremblay, and Mahavlich.
Everybody's whose face is in the Montreal dressing room.
The who's who of hockey. And you wonder why we won 4 in a row? Yeah, with that lineup.
What a team.
What a team. Well, I mean, the year before was probably the greatest team ever.
Yeah, but I mean, those guys were on that team too.
Yeah, we lost 8 games that year.
Who's the guys who were on that team too?
Yeah, this was like a disappointing season. We lost 10 games.
Yeah, gee. 2 more.
Especially after losing only 8.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's our Habs, man.
Well, that's what we're working towards.
That's what we're working towards. A dynasty.
A dynasty.
But you know, it's funny. You sit back and you look at these things and you go, like, we saw it all. You know, guys like Drew Deeks, they weren't around then, and they missed the real glory years of the Habs, and are waiting.
But it's possible.
It is, and here's the good thing.
I mean, people a lot of people try to win the Stanley Cup. I really think that the Montreal management, they're trying to do a little more than just win one Stanley Cup.
They're trying to build a dynasty. And you know what's funny is that, we saw the glorious 60s. We saw the great 70s. The 80s, 90s, 2000s haven't been the best for us, but we're going to be here.
Tough years, but,
yeah, there was
some good light there. We won a cup in 86, I think it was.
Yep, and one in 93. So now we're going to be around, hopefully, God willing, we're going to be around, and we'll see the next.
You mean we'll be around?
Yeah, we'll be around.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
The next dynasty. We have a shot at it.
I think over the course of the next 10 to 15 years.
Can we live that long?
Man,
I think so. I'm going to try. I think
the Montreal Canadiens could easily win 6 to 8 cups.
In the next 15 years?
Over the next 15
Well, they got the team. They got the guys. I'll tell you that.
They're definitely working towards it.
Okay, I wish I could.
And I think we're really ahead of the schedule.
You think you can say that for the Leafs?
Who?
Exactly.
Oh.
Okay, let's look at the past week with our beloved Habs. Thursday against the Avs at home, we win 7-3. I mean, John.
Here's what I'm going to say.
What are you going to say?
If I was the coach of Colorado, at the end of the second period, I would have made every one of my players take that jersey off and put on their Colorado jersey.
Yeah, exactly. So they had the Nordic.
Bad luck.
In Montreal.
Bad karma. Sorry. I don't care what Gary Bettman would find you. They'd all have to come out with Avalanche jerseys. Sorry.
Yeah, they should have came out in the second with the Colorado jersey.
Exactly. Enough is enough.
That would have been funny. But it was payback time for the Habs. Totally outplaying the Habs for 60 minutes, lighting up the scoreboard. A total team effort. Susie netting 2, 17 and 18. Dobson, his 10th. Evans is 7th. Doc is 6th. Nice to see him hit the board. Kirby Doc, right? He's starting to come around now.
And as you say, nice to see Kirby Doc playing along the wall.
Yes.
As they put it nowadays.
Yep, on the wall. And Slav had his 20th. How about that?
I'm a huge Slav fan. I mean, to me, if in 5 years' time, if somebody says Jean Beliveau, they're going to say Slavkovsky.
You know what's funny, though? I don't remember him scoring 19. He's there all the time.
He's there, and that line is, I think, the second youngest line in the NHL of Kapanen, Slavkovsky, and Demidov.
Unbelievable.
5 years from now. Yikes.
Yeah, they're going to be a force.
Yikes.
I mean, like Slavkovsky's got his 20th, and he got another one, I think. But I'm going like, how did he get to 20? I don't. He's so unassuming out there. He's always in the play, and then all of a sudden he's got 20 goals. I mean, this guy's what is he been in the league? What, 2 years?
This is his third year.
His third year.
The key to Slavkovsky is that for the last 3 years, he's probably played the majority of the games. I think the first season he got injured for a little bit, but the last 2 seasons, including this season, solid. It's so important for player development at a young age to have these games. And that's what Gooley and Doc are trying to play catch up on. That opportunity of playing games for their development.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, and all of a sudden he's at 20, 21 goals. I'm going, how did he get there? I don't remember him.
Well,
but he's there all the time.
And the thing is, there's a guy named Demidov.
Oh, this kid.
Who can put the puck in the net, has amazing skating skill, like with the puck. His toe drag the other night just was mind-blowing. And he's constantly actually throwing pucks to Slav.
Yeah, he is. And you see the other night against Minnesota when he walked right in and they slashed the stick and broke it. I mean, this kid is unbelievable.
He is
unbelievable.
I mean, he just turned 20 in December.
Crazy.
Look out. Look out.
And Carrier got his 6th. Good to see him producing.
Carrier is such a solid defenseman, and playing in the system that MSL has allows him the opportunity to put pucks on net and score goals.
Yeah, well, that's it. He's got the flexibility to do that. He's got the cowbell.
The system is there.
More cowbell. I think what we need is more cowbell. Scary moment. Gooley took a headshot. He went off, throwing his helmet on the ground and walking to the dressing room. And I'm going, oh, poor guy, he just got back and he's been playing so good. But he was all right. He's back on the bench quickly. Bolduc, Hudson, Demidov, and Kapanen had 2 assists each in the game. So there's Bolduc and our Hudson, and there's Demidov. I mean, he's the leading rookie scorer in the NHL for a reason, not just his goals. And Kapanen was right there again. I mean, this Kapanen kid he's leading the league in goals, I think. We got guys here who they're just kids. They haven't even started their career yet, really. What's going to happen in 3 or 4 years with these guys?
We're going to be winning Stanley Cups.
We're going to be winning. Almost like a 4-point game, as a lot of teams are going to go play Colorado and lose. So that was a big game for Montreal.
Colorado's having a tough time right now.
Yeah, they're having a tough time. And then when they wear the Nordic in Montreal, wow, that doesn't work out.
Not a great idea.
So Saturday night was a big, big game for Montreal. We dropped out of the 3rd spot. And Buffalo and Boston, these guys are knocking on our door. We go play the Sabres, who we lost a disappointing game to the week before.
We lost 2 games to the Sabres over the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, and we beat them once in the fall, and then now it's tied. We tied for the season, but it was a huge game, and we were tied for that 3rd spot in the Atlantic. It was a must-win 4-point game if there ever was one. And the Habs did not waste any time getting to work. They came out to play. And I think Drew Deeks was at the game, and he said, yeah, they played a great game.
It was a great game.
Slav opened the scoring 9 minutes in with his 21st of the season. Send the Habs to the dressing room with a 1-0 lead. Buffalo, a second period juggernaut, managed a pair in the second to go off with a 2-1 lead, but the Habs are not going to be denied. No. No way. They got in there. MSL gave him a talk to. Goal Caulfield comes out and says, I'm tying this game. And he did. It was his 31st of the season.
Saturday night is his night.
Mr. Saturday Night, they're calling him now.
Yeah.
That gave us a 3-2 lead when he scored his second goal. 1 is not enough for this guy. A nifty pass from Suzuki. Gives Caulfield his 32nd, gives us a 3-2 lead. Buffalo threatened late in the 3rd on a power play. Habs held them off. They've been doing better. And Kapanen got his 17th
Nothing like throwing that puck in the empty net.
He sealed the deal, 4-2. A huge win, exactly when we needed it. Dobish gave us a solid goaltending performance with a .946.
So to me, that was a very big game because I think Dobish was like his third or fourth game straight. And it was important for him to be there for the Habs. It was important as a statement to go back to Buffalo and say, yeah, okay, you beat us twice, but we're beating you this time. This team is now real. I think that game is the game that I'm looking at as the send-off game for going into this Olympic break.
Yeah, and
it's the statement game.
Yeah, when you get in a game like that, and you know darn well Buffalo's got the same mindset. We beat them last time. We beat them the time before. We should be able to win this one. The Habs were not going to be denied. They came out firing and skating with a good goaltending performance. They did what they had to do. They won that game, a huge win for us, 4-point game. And
divisional game.
What a great game to watch.
A very enjoyable game.
Very enjoyable game.
I mean, divisional game. Buffalo was, I think, 22 wins of the last 24 going into that game.
Yes.
So it wasn't like they were like on a pansy walk. You know, they were looking for bear. And for us to win that game was a statement game.
Yeah, they earned every point, Montreal.
Yeah, statement game.
I mean, they were ready. They were ready for this. There was no fooling around. They were going to win this game. And so we go into Minnesota on Monday, a couple days ago, and what a game that was.
That was a great game as well. Very enjoyable to watch. Excellent playing.
I mean, Dobish had a good game overall, but the first two goals were kind of wonky, if you ask me. What do you think, John?
I totally agree. And you know, like, it becomes like that, the 5-hole goal. You got to squeeze that goal. You've got to squeeze that puck. That's got to be, you got to stop that. Another goal, he didn't really look like he had the angle. I think the very first goal, you know?
Yeah, he just missed it.
It just wasn't, he just wasn't completely there. In saying that, he made some incredible saves during the game.
Oh, he really did. He only had an .833 that game, but I'm going to tell you, the saves that he made kept Montreal in that game the whole game.
Yeah, there were not a lot of shots by either team in that game.
No, I think it was 24-22 or something like that.
Yeah, but the shots that got through were quality shots.
Yeah, Minnesota's got a really good team. I was surprised how really good they were. I mean, we beat them 4-3 with 15 seconds left the game before. We only play them twice, I believe. But man, oh man, they got a sweet team.
Well, that defenseman who they picked
Quentin Hughes.
I mean, he was on the ice for 30 minutes at least.
Oh yeah, he reminded me of Hudson.
Like, he clocks a lot of time.
He does. So we had the Habs battling back first with Galley as fifth, and I love to see Galley score. But what a power move! Right in front of the goaltender, deked him out, and put it in the net.
What a statement!
Really?
I mean, when we look at the Habs lineup, you know, we got a great top six right now, and the bottom six, you're always looking to improve. And there's guys who are waiting to come back up, like a New Hook, like a Lane. We just put
Beck and all these guys would love
Sammy
to
Blias.
Yeah, he went on waivers. I think he got through waivers too. I didn't see anybody pick him up. Yeah.
So we've got a lot of players who are waiting to come back. And then you get this guy Gallagher, who's the eldest player on the team, probably.
He probably is. Yeah, he's got to be 32, right?
Easily,
something like that.
And he took the puck. Like, what a strong move! Again, a statement move. That's why Gallagher is on this team, because that's what started the Habs.
It started him up, and then did you see the Demidov goal? Did you see that pass across? He put that in. They didn't even know what hit him, Minnesota, to be honest with you.
No idea.
That was his 12th goal of the year for Demidov, right? I couldn't believe that pass got through. It was Hudson who passed it to him, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it got through, and he had it in the net. I don't even think the goaltender even saw it. It was so fast.
They weren't prepared for it.
No, it was a bam move, and what a pass. I mean, these guys never stop. They're unbelievable. And then we came out in the second. And Kirby Doc got his 7th of the year. So, and I love to see that because he seems to be getting better every game back now.
Kirby's finding a place.
Yes.
So before, we've tried him at a lot of different positions, but now he's grinding it out along the wall for these two guys named CC and Susie, who are natural goal scorers.
And that's how he got the goal, right? He tucked it in the side there. He came around the goal and tucked it in. So
he's fitting in.
Heads up.
He's fitting in on that first line like a guy named Slavkovsky was, who's now moved to the second line.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, and that was 12 seconds.
Because, everybody's clamored for at least half the season so far about we need a second line center. We don't need a second line center. We're all set.
We are. I think those two lines are tough. They're tough
great.
lines. And that was 12 seconds into the third that Doc got his. And it was a 3-2 lead for the Habs. Minnesota came back and tied it.
And think about this too. Doc is struggling for ice time in the playoffs, in the practice, because he's being short shifted, working with that line with a guy named Patrick Laine.
Yeah, is Laine coming back or what?
So,
what do you think?
Let's give Doc more ice time with CC and Susie in practice.
Yeah, he's.
That's the position we're at with.
If we could
this
keep him
abundance of asset.
Yeah, we can keep him healthy. That's the only thing with Doc. If he can stay healthy.
If he can keep himself healthy.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy.
That's the key.
We got to get our trainers and masseuses to take care of him. Now, in that game, there's a lot of people talking about the refereeing. I'm not one to whine about the refs. But, there have been some iffy calls, and not just on Montreal. I'm watching other games. And I'm watching these refs, and to be honest with you, they suck. They suck, but I'm not just saying about Montreal. I've watched some terrible, terrible games. How about the one where Hudson never even touched the guy, and he fell down. They gave Hudson 2 minutes for a thing, and then the referee went up and apologized to him. It was such a bad call. So we got into the overtime. And this is what I don't understand. Maybe you could explain this to me. Okay, we send Susie and Hudson out there or something in overtime, right? With Evans as the center.
Right.
Evans wins the faceoff.
Right.
He gets off and Caulfield comes on.
Perfect.
That's the way it should work.
Absolutely.
So we get down to about 2 minutes left with a faceoff in the Minnesota end.
Right.
And Mental Marty, instead of sending Evans, who won that opening faceoff to give us the puck, sends Deneau over the boards. Now, this guy, Deneau, although I appreciate his talent, he can't keep up on 3-on-3. He's an old dude. So, if he wins the faceoff, everything's okay. If he loses, we got problems. So what happens? He goes out there and he loses. Now,
but keep in mind, Deneau is good at taking faceoffs.
Oh, he is.
And that's why he was chosen.
But I think you got to look at the bigger picture. What if he loses?
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Well, it did. And here's what happened. Minnesota gets the puck. Deneau can't get off. The guy skates around. He's going in. He hooks him or whatever he did. He gets a penalty, and we lose the game. Now,
we lost on a 4-on-3.
Now, Kapanen or Evans, two guys who can keep up, would that not have been a smarter move to put one of those guys to take that face-off? I mean, I could see Susie maybe just came off the ice and they're arresting him to get that first line out again.
Many times we have been
many
times we have been using Philip Deneau since he came over to grab faceoffs.
I agree. In a regular 5-on-5 game, but on 3-on-3, I think you got to weigh what's going to happen if we lose the faceoff. We can't always depend on him to win. He was 10 for 19 that night. So he's running at 50%, which is good. But you got to also look at what happens if he loses the faceoff. Now what? He's got to stay on. He can't skate to the bench while they got the puck coming up, and he's a liability in 3-on-3. He's not Caulfield or Suzuki or Newhook or Carrier or Evans or any of them. They're young and they're fast.
He's definitely a liability.
And then we paid for it.
And Susie, or I shouldn't say Susie, MSL took a chance.
He did. He rolled the dice, and he lost.
Yeah, he felt good about making that decision.
And that's all right. But the thing is, if you don't have to do that, you have other guys who can win faceoff. We depend on Evans a lot on penalty kills. Kapanen can take faceoffs, and Evans won the very first faceoff. So you think, Evans, get out there, win this faceoff, and away we go.
Yeah.
Either way, it didn't work out. We got a point though, and no matter what, I don't care. There was some bad calls on that line. There was a pick on Suzuki that should have been called.
Yeah, that was and I mean that's a debatable call.
Yeah, it's a debatable call, but I'm not debating it.
That's a debatable call.
I'm not debating it. I'm not using that as an excuse.
I don't know how was it like a serious pick?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I mean, Suzuki fell down, but the thing
fall
is,
down, go boom.
But the thing is, I'm not going to blame the refs because they're bad both ways. But it's the little things like that in a big game like this against Minnesota that we would like to have go our way.
That's why you want to win the game during the first 60 minutes.
That'd be nice. Now, Dobas only had an 833, but he did play a whale of a game, like you said. That doesn't reflect his game. He kept us in for the 60 minutes.
And Dobas, like I say, he had played 5 or 6 games straight. I think it's, obviously, I think Marty probably deferred to the goalie coach and said, hey, how are you feeling about Jakob?
How are you?
And off we go.
Yeah.
And I think that's wise.
Yep.
I mean, I remember playing at Niagara College, and I don't remember ever getting any kind of goaltending instruction when I was there.
That's because you were good. You didn't need it.
I was not good. I did need it.
Okay, so let's look at the Habs situation as it stands right now. It looks like we found our number one goalie.
And that's debatable.
And if Marty is smart, he'll start him again tonight.
No, he won't. We already know Monty's playing.
Well, I wrote that before.
So you're telling me Marty's not smart?
That's why I call him Metal Marty.
Now, before you go any further, did you watch the game on Monday night on Prime?
Which one? The Minnesota game.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Did you see the second intermission interview with MSL?
No, I don't. I didn't bother watching. I didn't want to hear what he had to say.
Sacre bleu.
Nah, I put on. I was putting on Highway Patrol. I was watching Highway Patrol with Broderick Crawford.
1958 or 9.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Highway Patrol. But we are in a wild card spot with 70 points, tied with the Sabres for the important third spot in the Atlantic. Our extrapolated, you guys know what that means? Okay. Points over the 82 game schedule is 102 points. That's where we're headed, which should be enough to get us into the final. There goes Drew Deeks right there. Look at that. He's got the Habs van.
Come back. We'll take a picture. My goodness. That's hilarious.
He's got the Habs van going by.
That is hilarious.
Drew Deeks. Close to being in the house, but drove right by. So we're going to get 102 points. Should be enough to get us into a wild card or take that third spot if Buffalo falters.
That's close. On
the other side, Columbus and the Loafs are trying to get there, but they're behind. And strangely, and this is surprising me in a way, but in another way I thought about it, it's really not. Because I thought Florida would be the team that would make the big move up. I mean,
they're struggling.
But then again, I thought about that and I said, well, you know what? They played 3 years into the finals of the playoffs, won 2 of them. They've played a lot of hockey.
They played 4 seasons.
Yeah, and they're gassed, I think.
They played 4 seasons. Now let's see what happens after that.
Yeah, with a little bit of rest.
Olympic break.
Right? So, and we're in a situation in the Atlantic where things are so tight that if one team goes in a slump and loses 5 or 6 games, and another team goes on a tear and wins 5 or 6 games, everything could change for any of those teams.
Think about this. Buffalo's been on a tear of winning like 22 or 24 games, and they are just catching up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
They're still fighting tooth and nail.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it is. It's tough. Now, we're secure right now. but we have to keep that 62.5%. Remember I talked about that?
Yes.
62.5%. That's where we want to be through the frantic 14 and the fantastic 15. We have to keep that going, which is where we're at right now, to make the dance, meaning we have to grab 33 points out of the final 52 available.
That was our high school average, wasn't it? 62.5?
62.5%, yes.
Yes.
In all subjects. I think we excelled when we went to the over the river drinking.
Oh,
average.
We did really well.
Yeah,
there.
we were like 90%.
I think we really, yeah.
Yeah, we're in the 90s, A+. But if we can get 33 points out of the 52, that should secure us a spot in the playoffs. But I don't think you're going to see anybody like last year. We got in with, 90 points or 92 points? No, we're going to be looking at probably needing, I'd say around 100.
It's a little more intense.
A little more intense. And you know what? When you consider the Olympics and, having to play 2 back-to-backs in a week, and every team's had to face that.
Yeah, 5 games in 7 days.
Yeah, it's like it's no wonder it's so tight. I mean, there's a lot of hockey being played, and there'll be a lot to play out the season too. Okay, so
little applause for the equipment managers.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, especially the way they brought those Nordique jerseys to Montreal. I got to give them credit for that.
A lot of carrying.
We're wearing those jerseys. Yeah, a lot of carrying, a lot of trunks. So we have to keep the 62.5%. So we need 33 points. Tonight we'll have 2 points. That should mean we need 31 points, which means we need to win 15 games of the final 26. And that should secure us a spot. So there you go. You want some numbers. You want to know what we got to do. Keep your eyes open and watch for that. Start adding up the points after tonight. If we win, which I believe we're going to win, I'm calling it a win. Even with Monty in, please, I'm saying a prayer. We win that game, we need 31 points. 15 games we're there. And that's a combination of wins and also losses by the other teams. So Laval report. Just a short note on the Rocket. The Rocket. They're still flying high in first place in the North Division, 4 points ahead of the Cleveland Monsters, with a 26-14-2 record and a plus 19 goal differential.
Nice.
How sweet is that? That's after 44 games. The leaders, Delphine.
Delphine. Tell me about Delphine.
He's got 49 points.
And where is he from?
Delphine? Probably the Caribbean.
So Delphine, has he ever played in the NHL?
He was up for a game or two, I think.
He played like in 2021.
Yeah, he might have been up. But he's leading.
This guy is leading like the league.
Yeah, and you don't get up.
He is going to represent the Laval Rocket in the AHL All-Star game.
There you go.
He's 31 or 2.
He hasn't even been up.
He's past his prime for the NHL.
Yeah.
Sadly. And this guy is leading our Laval Rockets.
Yep. And the leading scorer is Belzile. He's been up.
Yeah. Just amazing.
He's got 19 goals. Yep. Fowler showing a .915 save percentage. Kakinen sharing the workload. Yep. Capo Kakinen. With Fowler, who sports...
Capo's got an upper body injury, I think, right now, and I think Fowler's in net.
Yeah, he's got a 267 goals against average and a .905 save percentage. What's his name? Fowler's got a 225 goals against average. So
I think Fowler's like 4 out of 6 the last 6 games.
Yeah, he's played well. He's playing well. He's going to be up. It's only a matter of time.
Well, let's speak about time.
Who?
So the Olympics are coming up.
Who cares?
After the Olympics, well, I'll tell you. Actually, we care. After the Olympics, what's going to happen? Who is going to be the goaltender? That's what I want to know. I think that's one of our biggest questions. Who's going to play goal this year for the rest of the season for l'équipe de Canadien?
No, Dobishin and probably Monty, unless they can move them.
Maybe Monty will be moved.
They better package them up. They better bundle them up.
You've got a goalie coach, and we should really get his name.
Mark something, isn't it?
Because this guy has spent 10 years in Laval looking after all the young goalies. They brought him up for a reason because he's very good with these goaltenders. So now he gets to work constantly with Dobish,
Okay.
and he's doing double duty because Laval is so close, 20 minutes away by commute.
Yeah, but he's not doing Laval too.
Right now, he is currently working Laval because they don't have a goalie coach.
Oh, I thought he was the assistant goalie coach.
No.
Oh, they brought him up from Laval.
He's the dude. Yes, he is from Laval. So he is doing all the work. He's going back and forth, but he's worked with Jakob Dobish for a lot of years, which is great. And that's why maybe Jakob is playing a little better in the last little while because he's been spending time with this coach. Because he's going to work on his tracking and the technical aspect of the game. And the guy who we love, Fowler, is exemplary in those regards. So do we want Fowler not to have the benefit of our number one goalie coach as he develops? I don't think so. So I think there's a big possibility of Fowler coming up after the Olympic break again for a spell with L'Équipe Canadienne to enjoy the skill of this goalie coach, his knowledge. And the other thing is, will there be a trade after the break with Monty or to move Monty somehow to get someone else?
Okay.
We are still looking for an elite goaltender or the path to an elite goaltender. So even if the trade led to draft choices to picking up an elite goaltender, because again, the Canadians, their depth in coaching, in scouting is incredible. That's why we're here today with all these amazing draft picks we picked. There's obviously people out there that they're constantly watching saying, this is the guy or is this not the guy who we should draft as a goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens' future.
Yeah, the guy's name is Marco Marciano.
Yes, Marco Marciano. Here's what I'm going to say. Marco Marciano. Hats off to Marco.
Well, that was like almost a Japanese thing you did there. Oh,
yeah,
oregamo.
It was. It definitely was. It's like, really, I mean, he is the man. And he is going to help Montreal win a Stanley Cup. And like I said, it's amazing, like the benefits that these goaltenders have. I mean, you saw Dobish do a couple of weird things the other night. Like the way he got back into his net one time, he was almost like turned around. That's the thing that with Marco being on the road, he's going to go to Jakob and they're going to talk about that and they're going to practice how he gets back up and continues to be stylistic so that he can be in the best spot achievable to contribute to Canadians. I saw Jakob going out a lot for loose pucks, more so than I've seen in quite some time. I've got to think that's Marco saying, Jakob, you need to be thinking about this. You need to be considering this. We need to practice this skill. And that's how you get a goalie like Buddy Larocque getting 2 assists.
Yeah. And,
it's very key. Very key.
And, that also comes with confidence too, right? I guess
it comes with play.
Yep, exactly.
It's all development. So that's a big thing. Now, on the Olympics, everybody says, oh, this is going to be a great opportunity for young players to get in dressing rooms and experience the older players and learn from them. And, you hear every broadcaster, every color analysis doing NHL as we go into the Olympics saying that. Well, you know what I say? I say this is going to be great for Connor McDavid. Because Connor McDavid is playing for a team that's on the skids.
Okay.
And he's going to sit in a dressing room with a guy named Nick Suzuki. And it's going to be interesting to see what goes on between Susie and Connor that we're not going to hear about. As Connor going, so what's it like to play in Montreal? What's it like to be on that team? What's it like to be? Well, you guys.
Well, that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense.
You guys intend to. You're on the road to a Stanley Cup victory. I want to be on that road.
What am I on the road
I want to
to?
be on. I'm on the road to nowhere. I want to be on the road to the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, well, he's not going to be doing it in Edmonton. They had their shot.
Exactly. And so he's on a short lease with Edmonton. As much as he's saying he wants to finish his career in Edmonton, I'm sure he does. I'm sure Wayne Gretzky wanted to finish his career in Edmonton. But guess what? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I'm sure Gretzky's happy he moved to LA and made and won another Stanley Cup. So I kind of think a guy like Connor McDavid, as much as he wants to play in Edmonton, and I give him full props and full respect for that.
So what do you think we'd have to give up to get a Connor McDavid?
Well, you know what? I think we've got so much. We're so rich. Like every week people are talking about the 10 best prospects for the Montreal Canadiens. I mean, 10, not 2, 10. You know, like we're rich. I think we can give up. I mean, we got a Patrick Laine. We got an Alex Newhook who aren't even playing.
I don't think that'll do it.
You know, no, but we also have draft choices, and we've got guys like Reinbacher. We've got a lot of stuff to give up.
Yeah, I think you're going to be giving up.
We could easily do a 4 to 5 player trade to get a Connor McDavid.
Yeah, you're going to have to give up a lot, but at the end of the day, you're going to get a lot.
That's right.
You're not going to get something great like Connor McDavid for Newhook.
No.
Carrier.
But
you're looking at.
But it might take it might take a Newhook and a Carrier and a Reinbacher and 2 other players to get a Connor McDavid.
Yeah, it's going to be big. They're going to want.
And you know what? But we're now in that position to do it.
Yeah, it could be a Hage or something.
Well,
like that.
Hage is the one guy that I wouldn't give up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of pieces that you could give up.
Yeah,
and it's possible.
You're gonna have to give somebody big up. You're gonna have to make a move. But you know what?
But I think I really
great
believe
teams do it.
That's right. I really believe that's what's going to be going on in that dressing room. Is Connor McDavid going? What's
possible?
What's it like in Montreal?
So we already talked about the game this week because we got to wrap this up.
Yes.
And we talked about that. We're going to beat Winnipeg, no problem. We beat them last time we played them. I think we played them before. Close one. It was 3-2 in December. We should wrap that up tonight. If Monty gets the game, all bets are off. But he got the game. He got the game. So
I think and here's the one thing I want to say before we finish off is that if you didn't see that interview with MSL on Prime, Google it on YouTube and find it. It's amazing. And it will really he really speaks to what he's doing with players, why him as a young coach can relate to those players.
Oh, yeah.
And all about the culture of this team.
Yeah, well, a cuckoo. Okay, the 2012 de Lisbon Dernier. I won't be watching it. Number one, I think Dobish has to be given credit.
Oh, I'm glad I did this.
He's my number 1 star. I watch Highway Patrol between periods. Dobish, I'm going to give him credit. Must-win games have been handled by Dobish, and he came through 5 out of 6 points over the last week. He's held us up in the top 3 and is exactly what this team needs. We need solid goaltending. His play has ended the goaltending controversy. See what happens by the March 1st trade deadline. You mentioned that. Imagine where the Habs would be if he were handed the reins earlier. Second star Suzuki.
Maybe in the same place.
Yeah, second star Suzuki. Tremendous week for our captain. 2 goals, 4 assists, on pace for a 95-point season. I'm hoping he gets 100. How can you argue with that from our captain? And I still don't think he's 100%. I don't think he's 100%. I wish he had 2 weeks off and wasn't going to the Olympics to cure whatever's ailing him. My third one, Noah Dobson. What can I say about a guy that logs 23 minutes a game, sits at a +10, and has chalked up 10 goals and 26 assists? This guy does yeoman's work every game. He had 2 goals, 2 assists last week. He's not a flashy Hudson, but night after night, game after game, he has proven his worth to the Habs, and he deserves every penny we're paying him. Great pickup and a key part of the Habs deep. They're my three.
Who's Noah Dobson playing with now?
Who have they got him with? I don't know.
I think he's with Hudson, right?
Maybe Hudson. Or or Matheson. Who's Matheson playing with? I don't know what the pairings are.
Matheson is with Gooley now.
Yeah, since Gooley came back, it's been changed. But
Yes, and Hudson is now with, or Dobson is now with Hudson.
Okay, is that the way it is?
And that's one of the reasons Dobson is so successful right now. It was a great move to get this combination.
These two together.
Hats off to MSO.
So you got 3 stars?
Of course.
Who you got?
Susie.
Okay, yeah.
CC.
Yeah, okay, well, CC.
And Demi.
Out the same every week. But what can you say? It is.
Right now, those 3 players are amazing.
Yeah. They
like Susie is just out of control. And CC, his goal scoring is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like the month of January was a CC month.
Same with Savkoski.
You know? And Demi Doff is improving every game. And he's exciting. And just wait when he really starts to actually click.
I think we're going to have to change it to the 6 stars, of last week, because every week we got the 6 stars.
Well, that's what it should be. And remember too. I mean, think about this. Like, I don't think any of the Canadians were pointed out for that Minnesota game. Nope, we didn't get any stars in Minnesota. Like for the game call.
No, we didn't get a star.
But at the same point, I mean, Galley played his ass off that game.
Yeah, he played a good game.
Galley is playing so smart, it's scary.
And Gooley played a good game. Gooley's been playing great. I've been really watching.
Everybody's firing on all cylinders right now.
That's why we got 5 out of 6 points.
It's exciting.
And we're going to get 7 out of 8 points after tonight.
Mais oui.
And that's it. I'm done.
C'est bon.
Any last words?
No, I mean,
you're done. You're going to watch the Olympics.
You heard what I said. The key now is what we do after the Olympics.
I want to see the McDavid situation. That you got me thinking about that one.
I think that's an opportunity.
That's a good thought, man. And Susie's definitely going to be asked about the Habs. What's it like to play over there with all these?
Yeah.
McDavid would love to be with these guys. Hey, you never know. Can you imagine grabbing him?
Yes.
That would be a coup. That would be a coup.
I mean, at one point, nobody ever thought Wayne Gretzky was going to LA.
No.
And then he did, and he lit it up there. You know, I think a guy like Connor McDavid could, top 6 player. Off we go. Now our third line, they'll be going top 9. Bottom 3.
Yeah.
They won't be going top 6, bottom 6. They'll be top 9, bottom 3.
Oh, what a thought. And on that thought, we're getting out of here. I'm Paul K. Lemire. This is
Jean-Louis Filion.
And this is HABSOLUTELY coming to you live every Wednesday at noon in the studios of 4680Q Radio. We'll be back next week, guaranteed. And then we can talk more about the Olympics because we won't have any games other than the one we were playing tonight. So we'll give you more of a rundown on the Olympics. And we're getting out here. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, leave comments. Love you all. God bless you. We'll talk to you next week. Promises made, promises kept. We'll be here. Will you? That's the question. You better be, because we'll miss you if you aren't. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.